Hey guys, it's Kim here with Fairly Fiber Fun. Thank you for joining me on episode 15. Today's episode is all about a little bit of knitting, a tiny bit of spinning, some dyeing, and news, acquisitions, and last but not least, I'm going to share with you some pictures of the garden because the cotton is as tall as I am, if not taller, and it's covered in blooms, and I just wanted to share that with you guys, so we will do that. If you are a new viewer, welcome to Fairly Fiber Fun Podcast. I am trying to do weekly podcasts as well as the occasional tutorial and stuff like that. We'll see how that goes. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back and thank you so much for continuing to watch my shows. If you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Your comments, suggestions, questions all make my day, and I really enjoy answering all your questions and responding to all of your comments. So please feel free to leave comments in the comment section down below the video. I have learned that I talk too fast and not very clearly, so I'm going to try to do better today. I have only one finished object that I did, and I just cast that off today, right before filming, so I'm really excited. It is the third pair of my gnome hat socks pattern that is now up for testing. The test thread is available in the Ravelry group. If you would like to have this pattern free of charge and have fun knitting it with the group, please head over there and test it. Join the test thread. This is the pair I just finished. In fact, this is the sock I just finished. I used 78 grams of my hand spun sock yarn for both of these. And these were knit for my boyfriend who has, I think he wears size 10 or 11 men's shoes. This is a sock that is a bit big on him. And it's about the same size, except that it's smaller around, so I don't know if it's going to fit him or not. If it doesn't, it'll fit my 12-year-old, so it's kind of whatever. This is the first sock I made for the pattern, and I changed the chart quite a bit. Not the actual stitch, but how I have it spacing-wise in the pattern. I changed the slip stitches on the back to go up a little bit higher. And I changed the cuff a few times and then I changed it back. So here is shown with the picot edge cuff. My 8-year-old is wearing his pair, so I can't show you the hem, the non-picot edge hem. And then these went back to the regular 1x1 rib. So for the foot, and these are toe up only, I used my 6-inch DPNs, which are brand spanking new. I will share them with you. I will talk about them in more detail here in a minute. So my nose is trying to run away from me and it's driving me bonkers. I think the goldenrod's probably in bloom already. It's just, I took my allergy medicine, but anyway, I'm really happy to have these done. And I have no idea if they're going to fit or not, but I did change just a couple of things from the first one to the second one. Made those changes on the pattern. I'm very happy with them. The pattern is PDF version now, and like I said, the test is running in the Ravelry group. It is an August-September test. I'm hoping to publish the pattern October 1st. If I don't have, I want at least 5 testers. I don't really care what size you test. I just want to make sure the pattern makes sense before I actually publish it. But if I don't get enough testers between now and the end of September, I will probably run this test in the official testers group on Ravelry. But I'm hoping I don't have to because it's just more fun to run it more as a knit along than as a test. And there's less rules and it's more laid back. I like the laid back better. So we'll see what happens. And if the pattern doesn't get published the beginning of October, that's no big deal. But for the official testers group, I will give a 2-week deadline, while in my group, it's a month and a half. It's from now, and I opened the test thread yesterday, so it is now until the end of September. And today is, or the test thread was opened Wednesday, August, 15th? I'm looking for my phone and it's in front of my face because that's what I'm using to film with. So whatever Wednesday was, yesterday was either the 14th or the 15th of August 2018. That is the day the test thread went live in the Ravelry group. And now I've rambled enough. So before I get too carried away, let's talk a little bit about spinning. Oh yeah, spinning. This is Gulf Coast native fleece that I processed, dyed, and spun into sock yarn. Beautiful. Okay, on to spinning. I'm a little crazy today. Does anybody care that I'm crazy? Here is my lovely toilet paper tube holding the first single of my Midnight colorway. I started the second half of this and it is still on the wheel, and I really don't want to take it off to show you. But here's the braid that is going up in the shop at some point. This is going to be on my next shop update. I don't know when. I'll let you guys know when it does. If you would like to pre-order it, just send me a note on Etsy and I will do a custom order for you. This is Romney, and I've discovered Romney is shorter staple length than I'm used to. I did not know that, but I'm really enjoying spinning it. I've never spun Romney before, and it's quite fun. I can't wait to get it done. When I get it done and the yarn plied, I plan on putting this in the shop and putting a picture of the yarn as well as the braid, so you guys can see how it spins up, which I think would be really cool. Oh, my nose. I think I got fuzz on my nose. That's all the spinning I've been doing in the past, I don't know, 2 weeks? A week? Something. So, but I did some dyeing. I'm dyeing blending fibers. If you guys hear weird noises, the grass is getting cut, and right now there's a weed going on right outside my window. So, forgive me for all the racket out there. This is the nylon, and this is the Firestar, which is sparkle nylon. So, I'm just going to dump these out on my lap. We have, I did try to do solid colors, but for the nylon, I used little teeny tiny jelly jars because I had a bunch of them. And there wasn't room for the dye, for the fibers to move around, and so there's a lot of white, which you can really see on the fire red. I forgot which color. This is the fire red, and this is the cherry red. These are Jacquard acid dyes. I didn't do anything to them, but just dye and citric acid. This is a mixture of, I dropped it. Like I said, I give up. I dropped another one. This is a mixture of brilliant blue and bright yellow, I believe. Mix this pretty green. I pre-mixed a whole dye stock of mixed, I call it mixed green, on the jar. This is the pink, brilliant blue, turquoise. You see the difference? When I dyed these up, I discovered I don't really like turquoise. I am not a turquoise person. I'm a blue person. I don't know. Weird. I love the color. It's just not my color. This is bright yellow. And then I attempted to make purple. And I don't remember which one's which. But there's 3 of them. And they were all epic fails. They're beautiful, but they're epic fails. So, 2 of them I used turquoise. And one of the turquoise, it was turquoise with fire red, turquoise with cherry red. That's these 2. Then I did brilliant blue and cherry, I think. Might be fire. I think it's cherry. It didn't work out. So, oh well. And here is pumpkin orange, which is the only pre-mixed color that I have from Jacquard. And by color, I mean pretty color. I have navy, gunmetal, and jet black. And silver gray as well. Then I have these sparkle fiber, which are, again, trying to run away off my lap. Here's the white fire star. It's really pretty. I had to leave some white because it's pretty. We have bright yellow and sun yellow. Turquoise. I think this is sky blue. I doubled the amount of dye stock for this fiber and it ended up being almost exactly the same as brilliant blue. So I won't do that again. Learn my lesson. If you want light blue, don't double the dye stock. This is the only non-Jacquard dye. This came from Luthvarian Fiber Arts on Etsy. It was in the Do-It-Yourself and Dye Mohair Team Colors kit. And this is the something violet or violet something. I'll put it down in the screen. It looks blue until you put it next to blue, and then it looked purple. And when you put it next to purple, it looks blue. So, not the color purple I was going for, but I had to give it a try. And I did perfect my mixing of purple, and I am so excited. This is the purple I've been trying to get, and I did it. So happy. So here I have beautiful fire red, which is a gorgeous magenta. Here it is with the pink and the fire red. So if you're going for an actual red and you're using Jacquard, use the, I don't know what I call this. This is cherry. Use the cherry red. It's more of an orange color. Fire red is magenta. Cherry is red. Then I have my mixed green again and pumpkin orange. So I'm really excited to have these little teeny tiny color samples of sparkle fibers for blending on my drum carder. I need a blending board. Somebody buy me a blending board for my birthday or for Christmas. I really want one. Not that I have room for one because I don't, but I really want one. So here's my gorgeous bag of sparkle fibers. And now I have even more fuzz on my nose because, you know, sparkle goes everywhere. I've got it all over me now. So that's all the dyeing I've done. I have silk noil currently soaking so that I can get that dyed. Dye that up. I plan to dye the currently soaking silk noil once I'm finished filming this podcast. There we go. My brain and my mouth are not in agreement today at all. And I keep forgetting to talk slowly and clearly so you guys can understand me. I have no shop updates today, but I do have the knitting needle acquisitions. Fuzz. Fibers. Fuzz. Alright, so these are my Hiya Hiya interchangeables. I have 2 sets of interchangeables from Hiya Hiya. Both of them have the exact same package. Case. It's beautiful. But it would be really nice if they were in 2 different colors. So in the back pocket are all the cables, except for the one I am using. And they are all pink because these are sock cables. This is the sock set. And in here I have almost all of my DPNs. all but one set of my DPNs. So the interchangeables have pink cables. They're awesome. And there's a pocket here for little notions. Let me close the back pocket. And then there's this flap. And in here are all the needles. So what I'm going to do, this little flap there. Here we go. So the interchangeables, oh, I really don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. They're going to get all mixed up. I'm going to leave the DPNs in there. I have one set of interchangeable tips on cables right now. They're the US 1, and they're on a 24-inch cable. This set came with two 24-inch cables, one 32-inch and one 40-inch. And it's US 0 or 2 millimeter, US 1, 2.25 millimeter, 1.5, 2.5 millimeter, US 2s, 2.75 millimeter, and 2.5, which is 3 millimeter. I think I got that right. Don't quote me on it. Then I have two sets of DPNs in US 1 and US 1.5, and one set each of 1, 1.5, and zeros, which I haven't put in here yet. So really, I should move these over and make room for the zeros. If I got the 4-inch zeros, I would put them right here. So I don't care for the 4-inch DPNs as well as I thought they would. I bought two sets of each size so I could do 2 pairs of socks at a time, and they hurt my hands. I have to knit differently. So, but I use them when I pick up stitches for along the edge of the heel flap because they're great for that. I just pick up the stitches and then I go and knit across the needle. Because I need 6 needles when I'm doing that. But I love my new 6-inch needles. They are absolutely incredible. That's what I use to knit this pair of socks with, knit the whole pair with this, including the Judy's Magic cast on at the toe. That is not very easy to do on DPN. So if you've never done that and you want to knit socks toe up with Judy's Magic cast on or figure 8 cast on or anything like that, I recommend either 2 circs or magic glue because that's the easiest way to, it's least finicky to get your toe started that way. The DPNs made it really hard to do, but I did it and I proved to myself that it is indeed possible. And I love these needles. These are all Hiya needles and all but the interchangeables. So all the DPNs and all the regular circular sock needles I've purchased that are Hiya steel needles, the sharps, the regulars, all of those I ordered from the Pearl Point shop in Brooklyn, New York. And I always get a little extra in the packages. So when I ordered the 6-inch DPNs, this is the zeros, which are 2 millimeter. I don't know if you can see that. There is a little stitch marker right there. Let's see if I can find the other one. Here's the pink. Here's a pink stitch marker. I love these stitch markers. They're my absolute favorites. Progress Keeper stitch markers. They're the safety pin type. Safety pin type. And one of these had a really fat cable needle in it. Why? I'm just curious. I don't mind. But why have a really fat cable needle for US 1 2.25 millimeter knitting needles? That cable needle is way too fat. Anyway, I don't think I have this size cable needle, so it's great to always have all the sizes. And something extra special came in this package, as well as a cute little handwritten note from the owner of the shop. I think the owner, whoever made my package. But I got the cutest little snips. I just love these. They are so adorable. I have been needing a pair of snips to fit in my really tiny sock bag notions pouch, which is hooked to the zipper, which is a zipper pull for the actual bag. None of my scissors fit in this little tiny thing, which is about 4 inches long, I think. 3.5. I don't know. I have a ruler somewhere. Had a ruler somewhere. Found it. It is 3.5 inches long. So it's a tiny little pouch. And these little snips fit in there perfect. The only problem with them, and I think these are just a faulty pair. They're too cute for me to care. I'm still going to use them or keep them, but they don't cut. They don't cut at all. I'm trying. It did. Never mind. Maybe I wasn't using them right. But look at that. It totally cut that. Let's try that again. Well, they don't work very well. They work, just not very well. So, they don't work the way I would use them, but they're so cute. And I've been wanting a pair forever, so I'm in love with these, despite the fact that they don't work. So much fiber on my nose. And they fit, look at this, they fit in my pouch. I have stitch markers, progress keepers, a sock cable needle, and cabling needle, and a yarn needle in my little pouch, and there's room for plenty more. So I'm really happy to have my little snips in there. There is a, let's see if I can find it. There is a, nope, it's not in here. A Panda row counter that I need to put in there as well. But I'm not sure what I did with it. I stuck it somewhere. I probably cleaned up, put it away, and now I don't have a clue where I put it, because that's what happens when I put stuff away. Anywho, that is everything for today's episode. Thank you for sticking with me with all the crazy rambling and fun. And if I talked too fast, please let me know, or let me know if this episode was easier to understand. I'm trying, and I do enjoy reading and replying to comments. They just absolutely make my day. So, and I appreciate you guys watching my episodes and sticking with me and just thinking that the crazy stuff I do is interesting. So, until next time, have a great day. Bye!